You say something first. I always say something
It's
first.
time for the show.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve.
It seems like just yesterday we were saying Merry Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And now it's a week later, a show
Yep.
later, and we're at the end of 2024 Eve.
It's going to be summer before we know it. What do you have like a mint or something? What is happening in your mouth?
Grayce,
Candy cane.
Do you like candy canes?
I do like candy canes, yeah.
Like, how many have you had this year?
0.
Yeah, like, they're okay, but
They have to be gifted to you. Like, nobody gave me a candy cane this year. You know, you can't just buy them.
Grab it. Wait, grab it. Here, take it. Oh,
Got it.
okay. No, they're on our tree apparently, and now they're sitting on the table, so I put one in my mouth.
Okay. We can all enjoy listening to that now.
Oh, I better not crunch internet. I forget that I'm live on our show.
Yeah.
How was your Christmas? Good? Yes?
Christmas was good. Yeah. This was one of my favorite gifts. I got this from my daughter. This is which she's an artist, and she was at a work thing. She's a legitimate artist. And this was the art of Pee-wee's Playhouse, and that was my favorite show growing up was Pee-wee's Playhouse. I'm a big fan of Pee-wee.
I was right there with you. I tuned in every day or whenever it was on. It was weird. I don't know why us kids liked it, but yeah, it was a thing.
I'm just saying it probably explains a lot.
How do you feel about Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
I love it. I have it on Blu-ray. I watch it at least once a year.
It's really
I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel.
Quick story, but like my buddy and I, my best friend Adam Taylor at the time, we were like 5 or 6 or something, riding our BMX bikes to the park every day and things like that. And we found this VHS cassette on the side of the road. You know, I don't know if many people know what that is before, but you know, the tape.
Yeah.
VCR stuff. And it was like a copy of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So from that point on, we watched the crap out of it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was a great find. I don't know why I can't find stuff like that anymore.
I don't know either. It was good.
I got to get it out on the roads, out on the corners, I guess. I don't know.
Yep. How was your Christmas?
It was good. Yep. All done.
Yay.
Yeah.
On to New Year's, on to goals, and that's what we're going to talk about today we got to recap 2024 first. We got to recap 2024 because the votes are in on the best of the best of the best of the best for 2024, and then we'll talk about 2025.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to start the show.
Yeah.
Then I got a thing for you, and then we'll get rolling with the best of stuff.
Okay.
That sound like a plan?
Got it.
All right. Pay attention, Grayce. Listen up. Grayce, it's almost New Year's Eve, and it's time to start thinking about all the fun drinks we're going to mix. Let's discuss all the party plans on episode 96.
I'm Eric, Idiot Runner Kosek.
And I'm Grayce, Hot Pants Langheim. Eric is all business in the front of the pack, and I am all about the party in the back.
That's right, business up front and party in the back. Together, we are the Running Mullet.
And we are going to talk about every aspect of running, the podium to the DNF and everything in between.
If you are a runner, this show is for you. Now sit back, get out your foam roller, and enjoy the party.
Here we are. So, all right, I don't have any facts for you.
Okay.
There's not really many fun facts for New Year's.
Okay.
No, I'm not even messing with it. We're getting down to nitty gritty, but I have one joke.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Grayce, what is a cow's favorite holiday?
I don't know.
New Year's Eve.
Oh, of course
Come
it is.
on. Get it? Because the cows moo?
They do, yes.
No. All right.
They do moo. Moo cows.
Well, I got my candy cane crunched up, so I won't make any more noise.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Are
But,
we jumping into it?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. It's probably what we should
Okay.
do, unless you want to sit here in awkward silence for a little bit, or
I know how people would appreciate that, but let's jump into the results anyway. So every year, which this is only the second year, but every year we count down the best of the best of the best of the best of a bunch of things for the year, because why not? Now, you've been doing Idiot of the Year for several years, 5 years, 4 years, something like that.
the what? Idiot race?
Idiot of the Year. Are you paying attention? Are we doing this together?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I don't know. Probably like 3 years.
Yeah. You've been doing Idiot of the Year, and you solicit votes, nominations for the Idiot of the Year. And do you want to just recap what an idiot is really quick?
I don't have my own definition of what an idiot, not idiot, an idiot runner.
Thank you. Idiot runner. What's an idiot runner?
An idiot runner is somebody who does things that sound unusual or possibly might not seem doable solely for the reason to come outside their comfort zone and to attempt those things, whether they finish or not, I think is
Right.
the way of putting it.
I think that's a great way of putting it. So coming outside of their comfort zone, which could mean, I've never been a runner before, but I'm going to go sign up and run a half marathon. And that
Right.
could make me an idiot runner. Or it could be, hey, I've been running for a while and I'm a trail runner, but I'm going to go run 2-mile road loops for 40 hours.
Yeah. Why not? Yep.
Because why not? So anything that gets us out of that comfort zone.
Yeah. For example,
Mhm.
I'm signed up for a 24-hour track race in May.
Oh,
It sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
it does.
It's going to be really dumb, all the words.
Mhm.
But you know what? I'm interested to see how dumb it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like an idiot thing to do. I signed up for a 100K in January solely because of 3 things. 1, it's in Texas and I want to visit my friends in Texas. 2, it's on my birthday. And 3, it has a really cool belt buckle. I really could have cared less at the time that I registered the amount of vertical gain, the mileage. None of those things mattered. I wanted a cool belt buckle on my birthday with my friends.
I mean, that's all we really need to have, really.
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
So those are the idiotic things we have coming up. So Idiot of the Year has been happening for a while. And then we expanded this last year to include lots of fun categories just to see what we come up with. And we are going to talk about the results of those. Let's start off with and we had a good amount of responses. I can't wait until we get more responses next year, because I think we'll get an amazing turnout next year. So the first category was best trail worker.
Best trail worker.
Yeah, best trail worker, because we want to recognize those people who also maintain our trails.
Now, let me ask you something, Grace. Did you fill out this form?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. As well as I. Okay.
Okay. Good. We had 2 standouts from this one, so I wanted to throw those out there. The Zimmermans, April and Mike Zimmerman, and of course, Craig Fleming. I believe Craig also won last year for the Trail Worker of the Year.
Probably. I mean, the dude's out there every weekend clearing trails for us.
He's just cutting up wood like a woodchuck.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, he is. It's well deserved. I mean, he puts on a lot of the races up here in the Roxylvania series and all that stuff. But if anybody follows him, you would definitely see that he doesn't just go for fun runs or long runs on the weekend. He's out there, removing stuff and making the trails runnable.
Yeah, absolutely. So that one went to Craig Woodchuck Fleming. Best volunteer of 2024 went to, and again, I want to split this up because it was pretty split between Mr. John Schaefer and Ms. Jen DeVore. Both of them, I mean, just huge sunshine. That's how I describe them, as just sunshine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments coming in. Holy moly.
You come into an aid station and you feel the sunshine of Schaefer or Jen DeVore, and you're going to feel good at that aid station. And I think when you see them in action, they're also making sure that everything's taken care of at the same time.
Well, and not only that is, if it's Schaefer, if Schaefer's the one at the aid station, you're going to know he's there miles and miles before you get there.
Accurate.
You will hear him. Not just once, not just twice. You'll hear him the whole time. Probably, if I were to guess, on average, from like 8 miles out all the way in. So like for an hour, you'll hear the echoings of Mr. John Schaefer.
Yep, absolutely. And you will feel the warmth of Jen DeVore. She might crush your ribs with her hugs, but you'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, crushed rib hugs are the best.
Absolutely. Most business in the front, party in the back. So,
so is this like the person that does it all?
This was the person, I think so. I think this is the person who's business when they need to be business and their party when they need to be party.
I was just making sure that I read it right. Yeah.
Yeah. And feel free to chime in on your commentary. Did we get it right? Did we not get it right this year? So this one, most business in the front, party in the back. This one was completely split. So I took a liberty here, and this was my favorite answer. This is the one I went with. Eastern States 2024 race director Ben Mazer, obviously, months and months of detailed obsessive planning, and then boom, straight to the after party. I barely even chafed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it has to go to Ben.
Yeah, I think he's a good one. I would agree with that.
Just years of, or not the whole year of planning. And then he just said, you know what, let's just cancel the race and have a party. I think that's the definition of business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, it works for me.
Most just party in the back. Again, this one was split a little bit. So a couple of shout outs because it was so split. Monica, she's definitely party in the back. Callie, I'd say Callie is also business, not just party in the back, but she got a shout out there. Chad Brown, I definitely agree with that. He's all party in the back.
It has been a while since we brought up.
We haven't talked about Chad Brown in a while. So
where has he been?
I don't know, but I think Chad Brown's probably my pick. Keith, and then I also got I got some votes in this one. Just party in the back.
Nice.
I won a category.
I mean, you kind of developed you made the category, so
it is me.
Yeah.
I am just the party in the back. All right, most inspirational. I'm not on this list, just for the record.
It had to be a landslide with me.
I mean, I think you are the inspiration. So we have to skip right past you, and we got to give other people some credit too.
Okay.
So this one was split. We had Marisa on here, Kaylee was on here, and Amber Monahan was also on here. So I really thought those three ladies, I mean, if you're not inspired between those three, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's a good trio right there for sure. If you don't know all three of them, you need to figure out how to get to know them. Yeah. And if you get the chance to be around any of them, do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could probably write a comic with the three of them as superheroes. Yeah. That would be pretty great.
Yep, it would be. Chris Young said he voted for Chad Brown for president. That would be something right there.
I would vote for Chad Brown for president. Absolutely. Comeback of the year. I really loved this whole list.
That's a good question, by the way. It was one of my favorite questions that made me had to think.
Yeah. This had a really good list. So I just want to shout out a few of them who are on here. Kara Hahn, and she did have a fabulous year, and she had a great comeback. It was great to see her killing it out on the trails. Jen DeVore, who we did have on the show, talking about the going through the surgery that she went through and then subsequent blood clots that she went through. I mean, Jen went through a whole lot in 2023 and then in the beginning of 2024, and then just came back and ripped up those trails and stayed healthy throughout it, took care of herself. And so that was just a solid comeback.
Yep.
Sayard, and I don't know if you've seen the kind of mileage this lady is putting up, but let me tell you, holy moly, she is at the top of those charts. And Sayard she doesn't race a whole lot. Kind of more similar to you. She kind of focuses on, one or two races every once in a while. And I don't even know the last time she's raced, but she looks like, from my perspective, which is very far away, looks like she's loving life, loving the trails, and really getting out there. So good on her.
Yeah, she's definitely another good one who's healthy right now and working hard.
Yeah. Adam Kolb also got a shout out here, which in my head, aka Tank, Tank he has a good year every year, just from what I see. He's I'm sure got his own personal ups and downs, but he bounces back so quickly that you can't even tell.
And he works harder. If you don't follow him on Strava or anything, you won't really understand, but he works harder than anybody I know.
Absolutely. That guy he'll do a 50 miler, go home, get on the bike trainer. He's lifting some weights in his sleep. This guy is just relentless. Right. And hugely inspirational. Also, if you have not yet listened to the episode of the Mullet Chronicles, that is a reading of his Eastern States experience, I highly recommend it. It's because it's definitely it's read word for word. I will say that much. So it is his words 100%.
Parental discretion advised.
Yes, don't hide your kids during that one. But it's really good. I appreciate raw and authentic race reports. I think they're the best race reports. That's truly from that person's personality. So I really, I love that one.
Agreed.
And then Julia Martin also got, aka Purple Haze. She kind of went through years of coming in and out of injury. And this year she's been able to put up her highest. She PR'd for mileage this year and has done it without injury. So she's been doing really well.
Gotta love a comeback.
I love a comeback. It feels so good. It's hopeful. It's hopeful for the new year. Okay. Crew of the year. This one, I find this one interesting because here's a couple of the crews of the year that ended up on top. I find them interesting. So Rhoda Smoker's crew across Route 6 got some shout outs.
Yep.
And I love that. I think that is absolutely accurate. And they're mobile, and it wasn't even for a race. And Rhoda just said, hey, I want to do this. And plenty of people came out and said they would join along. But then Rhoda, Sam, and Brett at Moab also got a shout out. So Rhoda was on both sides of that. And I thought that was just really cool to see that when you come out there and really help as crew, it comes back, Yeah,
that was Don Nisley who ran Moab 200, and he had a crew. His wife and kid was there, but also Brett Reinert, Rhoda, and Sam. I put them down as my vote just because it looks so fun to be those three. The crew. I mean, Don's fine, whatever. Don, just go, keep moving, and then I'm sure they had a blast. But they obviously, all three of them put in pretty heavy mileage as far as pacing goes too.
That was just such a solid crew. And we did have an episode with Don where he talked about how great his crew was. There were several votes for that crew. That was the crew that got the highest number of votes, which was pretty cool. Jess Batdorf and the kids, and also Monica, just Monica. So I thought it was great that whole crew got a shout out, and especially Monica, just Monica. That was great.
Yeah, Jess Batdorf is a good one just because Gabe is always in the front of the pack. So he has her rushing around as fast as possible to get to the next spot. She's got 2 kids with her, and she's always stressed out, and she always gets it done.
Yeah.
So I like that one too.
Yeah. So those are some great shout outs for Crew of the Year, which leads over to Pacer of the Year,
Cool.
which again, I thought was pretty cool. Pacer of the Year, we had a few in here, including Gabe Batdorf. So I just think that was great because Gabe has great support, but he also supports others. You got to feel that love. So some others who got great shout outs here. Andrew Boyd for his crewing at Badwater 135. Chris Young, I can attest to that. He is a great pacer. Tessie Barnes, I mean, spot on. You can't, so I absolutely agree with this one. And I know I wasn't the only person she paced this year. She was injured going into Conquer the Wall. I had a goal. Monica had a goal. She helped Monica get to her goal, stopped racing, turned in her bib, and then went back to the course to help me hit my goal without even getting credit for her miles. We were on a looped course. And thankfully, we went to the race director and they added on those miles. And Tessie helped. She just helped somebody a few weeks ago, and I forget who it was, help them finish their race. It was I think it was a 10K or a 25K, one of those. So she's just been pacing all over the place this year. So she got a few shout outs, and that was great to see.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Newbie of the year. Newbie of the year. We had a few shout outs here. Eileen Maney, John McKissick, Abby Zavachin.
Young girl. That's a young girl.
Yeah. So she ran her first ultra as a 13-year-old. She ran the Lost Turkey Ultra. And she does a good job, according to this person, of balancing sports, school, and now ultra running. And she signed up for her first 50-miler, which we're rooting for her to complete as a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's a name you're going to want to probably remember in the next couple of years.
Yeah. And last one, I added one on here, and that's Meg Waltman, because I said, Meg, you want to do this? She's like, yeah, that sounds crazy. I want to do it. I met Meg, and I think it was like 2 weeks before camp, something like that. I told her about camp, and she's like, okay. And she signed up immediately. Nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. So I've enjoyed, it's been fun. It's always fun watching new people learn the ways of running.
I agree.
Okay. Best event to spectate.
Ooh.
This one was a little bit all over the place. So we had a few different shout outs here. There was no standout. Best event to spectate, Little Loggers.
That's a good answer.
Along with Canyon Kids. So I feel like those two go hand in hand.
Yeah. Oh, basically the kids races. Yeah. The
kids races. Yep. And then we had some shout outs for Eastern States, also known as Fantasy Eastern States. And then also Slopeside Slumber Party, which I do agree is a great one to spectate because the runners come around so often and there's actually things to do while people are running if you're not a runner. Yeah.
And just to clarify for those that don't know about Eastern States, is it was canceled this year, but I'm not even going to say four. It was it was a couple individuals decided to try to do the loop themselves, and a lot of us were there anyway for the race. So we kind of got to experience part of that craziness on the destroyed trails. So that was a cool event to see.
Yep, absolutely. Next one is best event as a volunteer. And this one I thought was interesting. Best event as a volunteer, the standout by far on this one was World's End Ultra. And I guess I've always crewed it, or I've swept, which I guess is considered volunteering, and it's super fun to sweep that race. I haven't been an aid station volunteer there. It's so much fun to crew World's End. And I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I've done both now over there. We go over there every year just for the party of it, and because it's fun, not because we're racing it anymore. But Becky started doing the first aid station.
Yeah.
Which is nice because everybody gets their butt through there, and then we still have all day to go crew whoever we're helping or pace whoever we're pacing, and hang out at the earlier aid stations and just make a fun day of it. And my kids, Lauren especially, she loves going to the finish line and helping serve finish line food. It's just all around good one. I think that should win the vote for the best one to volunteer at, or just almost just be at, whether you're volunteering, crewing, or racing. It's an amazing race.
Yeah, absolutely. So World's End was the standout for volunteering, best event to volunteer at. And then the second to that was Funt. I do volunteer at Funt every single year. It is so much fun to volunteer at that thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Best gateway event. And the standout for this one, I'm not surprised here, is Any Idiot event.
Woo, winner.
Yeah, so you did win a category, see?
Yeah, and that's good. That's the best one to win, because if you have any inkling or want to know anything about the trail community, or trail walking or trail running or eating foods or freezing your ass off or sweating your what off, I mean, it's for everybody. Like, don't be afraid of the distance. Just come up and do a loop.
Yeah, there's a couple of groups that I belong to on Facebook that are specific to running, and inevitably you see new people come in there and they ask all kinds of questions. They're good questions to ask. There was somebody who had said today they've just done a 50K, but they're signed up for a 100-miler and they want to know everything. And I just want to answer, and I have before answered to some of those questions. Just go run with people. Just go run with people who've done it before, and just talk and listen to the stories. That, I swear, it's the best way. And the idiot event, I think, is well suited because there's that terrible uphill that's really wide, so you can be side by side next to people and suffer together and just listen to stories from other people.
Yeah, and while we're on this subject, I'm going to throw it out there. I just put it out one more time on the Facebook world. But January 25th is the winter idiot event, the All-In Idiot. We are doing a coin flip to determine whether it's a 4 or 8 mile loop, and a roll of a dice to figure out how many loops you're doing of the 4 or 8 mile loop. It's one roll and one flip for everybody. It's not everybody gets their own little flip. It's not that. But anybody that has never come up here, if you have any desire to meet new friends and do one loop or all the loops, it doesn't matter. Reach out to me and just get your butt up here. Free.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to be there. I already started packing.
Good. It'll be a good time.
It is going to be a good time. Speaking of good times, the next category is the best after party. Oh. And there's only 2 races that are being voted for, and only 2 races came out. I know you can guess which ones. Best after party, either the canceled Eastern States cookout or Heiner. And both of those are just awesome after parties. I mean, Heiner Heiner is a great after party, which I think is a true after party. Eastern states typically, aside from this year where it was canceled, we had a really fun cookout that you and Becky started, Eric. And then typically, though, if you go to the finish line during Eastern states, it is a really, really fun time. I think it's not necessarily an after party because people are still finishing, but going to the finish line, and there's a big window of that finish line because it's a 100-miler. It's just tons and tons of fun.
Yeah, I mean, no question, Heiner has everything that I know beat. I mean, it's tons of people, it's tons of food and tons of happy cheer. But yeah, the Eastern States after party this year, it was just special, and there won't ever be another one, so it was one of a kind.
Yeah,
but it was really cool.
Yeah, so this year the Eastern States picnic won out against Heiner. We'll see what happens.
That's big.
I know. We'll see what happens next year. Usually Heiner wins for the best after party. But this year it was the Eastern States picnic. But those are the only 2 races that showed up at all.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Marisa just shared the mall walk, the mall walk competition, which was, we should have censored the mall walk competition, but that was a lot of fun.
I think I won that one. That's what I won.
I think so. I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. It was a lot of fun.
I actually totally forgot about that until she just said it. I'm like,
really? Oh. I did not forget.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody else forgot. The best 2024 event of the year. And this one was split. So it was split between a few different races, but the top ones that showed up was Eastern States, the picnic after, Heiner, and the Idiot Run this year. So a couple others tossed in there as well. So 2024 event of the year, Eastern States, Heiner, any idiot race.
Wow.
Okay. Best event to sign up for in 2025. This one, it was all over the place.
I bet.
Yeah, I think the best answer, any race put on by Grayce or Eric. So I think if we go by that, we should do a race together.
All right. I'm gonna party in the back though. You don't have to do business up front.
Are you saying you want me to do the work?
The work.
Yes.
Yeah, that. No, I would say that the best answer to that question, what was the thing again? Best race to sign up for is
in 2025.
In 2025 is anything that makes you test your limits or get off the couch and do something,
Yeah.
A lot of amazing 5Ks out there, 10Ks.
That's right.
Meters, whatever floats your boat, just do them.
Yeah. Or, make your own. If you want to go down Route 6 for a few days, you just decide to do that.
Just adventure if you have to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sometimes it's not always a race,
Oh, that's deep.
Exactly. This is what we bring to this podcast.
Wow.
Best alternative name for Eric.
I want to hear every single one. I don't care who won. I haven't seen these or heard these answers. Grayce kept them in a lockbox. It's okay.
There's a few.
Oh, good. Just let's hear them.
I can't read all of them.
Oh, come on. It's a show.
Sweet Cheeks. And not everybody answered this, for the record.
I feel like they're plump and stuff. I don't really know if that's my best feature, but whatever. I don't know. Okay, keep going.
Sweet Cheeks. Crybaby Pussy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't ask me where that came from. Grumpy Pants. And also Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Oh, more formal. I like that.
Yeah. Meanie head.
Meanie head.
Smittens.
Smittens, I get it.
I'd
like to know what my wife put because she filled this form out.
I'm
All right,
reading all of these. And Pouty Pout Face.
Okay, they're all predictable, except that one. I don't know. God,
you can tell who that is, though.
Probably.
Yeah. They're listening right now. I'll give you that hint. Okay, so that was Buster, alternative name for Eric. Also, best of Eric's rhymes. Okay. This I'm also gonna, not everybody answered this one, so I'm gonna read a couple of these. One answer was none, the one I did on the Tata episode. That was a great answer. Christmas Eve. And there were 2 votes for anything with a 7.
That's a good answer. Oh man, that's next week. Dang it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Best show moment of 2024. Best show moment of 2024. We had some really good ones here.
Wait. What if the best one is about to happen right now?
Oh my gosh, it could happen any moment.
All right, keep going. Proceed.
Okay. I like these answers. Diane Grimm and her quote, "Every mile is a gift." I really love the episode with Diane Grimm. I thought it was a good one. It inspired me. It's a good one to go back to and re-listen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Obviously, having Kaylee on live on episode 91, just the whole show, So
I wonder.
You can guess whose answer that was.
She's very humble, I'm guessing.
Yeah. The running gear review. And somebody else said all the episodes with just Eric and Grayce.
Oh, that was Marisa. I know it. Wait, did you put that, Grayce?
Yes, I did. Whatever.
No, it is a good one. No, I told you this before. Like they're my favorite. We got into always having people on, but every time we don't have somebody on, it's just easy to just talk. So whoops.
All right. Fan of the year, not me. It's Marisa.
Yeah.
She is our fan of the year.
Yeah, I mean, she gives us mugs.
Yes.
You didn't even have to vote.
Gosh.
If you gave us stuff, people, you would get your name on here. I'll give you my address, and if you send me things, you can win things.
Yeah. You win fan of the year.
That's
great.
Nice.
There was another person who voted for fan of the year and said fan of the year, Eric, because he was the first to get a tattoo of the mullet dude.
Ooh, that's a good answer. You lose. But
I was the one who said that.
I'm so old. I'm sorry. Oh, that's hilarious.
I answered you, so
thanks, Grayce.
Sure.
No, but I was going to say something nice about you. Hold up. I was going to say, but you did all the work in getting us socks. You've gotten us hats. You've gotten us stickers. You've gotten us. What else have you gotten us?
Switched over platforms with our StreamYard so it's easier to deal with.
Yeah, you've done a lot of the work. So for that.
That was probably the biggest win of the year because now it's easier to download and share episodes. But that's all behind the scenes.
Yeah. Nah, it's good. We appreciate it though, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I also wanted to share this though for 2025. Jason Karpinski is creating his own challenge for 2025, doing 2025 laps around Eastern States Penitentiary next year. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's an idiot runner.
Where's Eastern States Penitentiary?
I think it's over toward Philly.
Oh,
They have a haunted house there. That's really cool.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to do, Jason, but awesome. Maybe I'll
love
come
it.
do. Give us the date of that. I would like to know.
Yes.
Cool.
And come on the show and talk about it.
Yeah, that sounds really stupid, so I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about.
Yep. All right. Idiot of the year. Do you want to talk about
That's
idiot
it already?
We're there already. I have comments. Do you want to hear about the comments?
Comments for what? Idiot Runner of the Year?
No, just in general. I have a comment section.
Yeah, let's do the comments. We'll wait till
Okay.
the end to do Idiot Runner of the Year.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I have another section when you complete this little best of the best 2024. And I just said, what else? Here's your comments. Definitely need a race director of the year. So that would be a cool little ad.
That would be a good one.
Yep, because Ben deserves big credit for everything he does, especially with the super crappy things that happened with Eastern States and how he handled it so well. I mean, I think it's also maybe we both race direct too. So I don't know. Maybe we take ourselves out of the running, or maybe I win. So there's that.
I mean, I would say you win because you're actual official race director. I'm just this is just a fun thing up here, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot, and I will say there's a lot more that goes into it than what I have to do. At least what I used to have to do. I have to do a little more now, but it's still no. I give much more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my unofficial stuff probably takes up more time and work and energy, but
maybe.
Oh, I was thinking of camp.
Yeah, I know.
Just a whole weekend. Also in the comments section, I already said nice things about Eric. Bro owes me big time. So that's a good one. I like the format where you had someone from the same race at the front and someone from the back. Really highlights how both are just as exciting and badass to hear about. We love doing those episodes, so it was good to hear that at least one other person also appreciates it.
Yeah, we'll have to try to do them more.
Yeah. I just looked at who answered this. Eric is so hot with a beard.
And who answered that?
I'm not telling you. What did she say?
Becky said Chad Brown.
No, not Chad Brown, but close.
All right. Well, I know for a fact it's not a female because
no, it's not.
I figured that out since I removed the beard. That okay, all these females could have told me I looked hideous well before now, and now they're like, oh, yeah, you look much better. Don't grow that thing back. Except you, obviously, you want me to grow that thing you described. I'm working on it.
What thing? Oh.
That big, remember you asked me if I'm growing my beard back, and then you said it was this weird thing.
Yep.
I pay attention, Grayce. I listen to what you say.
Sideburns.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 4 more years.
4 more years of what?
And also, I love you guys. That was the last comment.
Nice.
Yeah.
We love you too, anonymous poster.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay.
Okay, excuse me. All right, so are we
Idiot
done?
of the year.
Idiot runner, not idiot of the year. It's
idiot runner of the year.
If you don't put the runner in, you're just an idiot. It's important.
Yeah, idiot runner of the year.
Okay, idiot runner of the year. Was it a close call?
Yeah. I mean, there was one person who really stood out. You usually choose female and male idiot runner of the year.
I have.
Yeah. So on the female side, it was a clear standout. On the male side, it was split. Also, you ask that question separately on your the Idiot Runner Facebook page, and you got a whole lot of votes there that were not included in this. So I thought it would be fair if you would put those together. And
I'll have to find that post to figure out who, because I let that kind of go by the wayside because we did this. But I can find it and figure out numbers, I guess. You want
No, just say it.
What? Say what?
You gotta say the idiot runner of the year.
For
just pick two.
Wait. Oh my gosh, this is too much pressure. I don't even have that. I don't know what to do. Do you want me? Okay. So I think the unanimous female idiot runner of the year award goes to the Miss Kaylee Frederick.
Woo!
And she did big stuff. She did Badwater 135. She qualified for the 24-hour national team, among a lot of other big things. And she did that, and she was 19 years old.
Yeah, and she still would kick back with some races and like run with a friend. You know, like she did it her own way. Because I think there's nothing wrong with racing every race or kicking back every race. But the point is that she was doing the thing that she wanted to do, which was she wanted to run a couple races with a friend, and she did that. She also wanted to be a badass at other races, and she did that, you know?
Yeah. And she also wants to do a big, giant 100-miler or 100K every single weekend of the year if it was up to her choice.
Yes.
We're dialing back away from that a little bit and focusing on being a little more competitive, which we definitely saw this past year, and which if you follow her, you're going to see a lot more of this coming year. But yeah, well-deserved. This is the second year in a row that she has won, so I don't know how long we've been doing this for, 3 maybe, but man, somebody better step up and take the crown. I don't know.
Yeah.
On the male side of things, top of my head, Mr. Jim Blanford, who we just had on the show, he got 1 million feet of vertical gain this year.
Yep.
He is a huge volunteer. He's huge in the community as far as getting people to get out. He does group runs every Tuesday where he's from. He motivates. He is, in my opinion, well-deserved male idiot runner of the year.
Yay! Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leads group runs, volunteers, all the things, and goes after big goals, whether they're official or unofficial. And I love that.
Right.
I'm inspired.
Do we have any other notable mentions, or we're just going to leave it at that?
Yeah, let's look at some notable mentions. Hold on. I already closed stuff out. So other notable mentions for Idiot of the Year, Kara Hahn. I really liked seeing that one out there. Adam Kolb, Tank. Love seeing that one. Marisa, Travis Rankin. Also a good one.
Yeah, that is a very good one.
Agreed. The unofficial Eastern States 2024 finishers.
Yeah, all of them.
Heath Goshorn. So great.
Yeah, who he won Rabbit Raccoon.
Yep.
He's a very strong ultra runner who's doing big things. I'm currently trying to find my post about the Idiot Runner of the Year.
There were a lot of good names that came out on that one. Samantha Carney also came out on this list, and I thought that was great. She ran Western States, also ran, I think it was Run Rabbit Run, also ran Slopeside, so I'm partial. But, I mean, you can't beat Western States. She finished.
All right, Grayce, guess what?
Yeah, what?
I found it. So, on the Idiot Runner, I'm going to mention this because I'm very, 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 very proud of her. And a lot of people mentioned her, was my daughter, Lauren. And she's just a cross-country runner now. Not just a cross-country runner now. We're all runners. You don't have to be an ultra runner. You can be a 5K runner to get such an award for Idiot Runner of the Year. But she had quite a few nominations because of the year she had and how much she grew from last year. And she always has a smile on her face, and she puts in so much hard work. So I think it was cool that a lot of people in the group noticed that. Other one was
wait. Let me add to that. So we did have, I forgot about this one. I was trying to breeze through it because there's a lot. It says, I feel like we should nominate the whole Kosek family other than Eric because he didn't do anything. But Lauren with an insane cross-country season and Becky with a whole 100-mile win and course record at Rabid Raccoon.
Yeah.
So good shout out there to Becky as well. Because Rabid Raccoon happened so early in the year. But man, that was an awesome belt buckle. Can't forget it.
That was a pretty cool belt buckle. She still doesn't really know what to do with it. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, the winner of Rabid Raccoon gets a WrestleMania
belt, a custom wrestling belt. Yeah.
Let's see. There was a lot for Kara Hahn. So we already mentioned her as a shout out, but it wasn't just from the Google document. It was on here also. Heath was on there a little bit. I'm just scrolling through real quick. Yeah, Jim Blanford got quite a few. I think that about wraps it up.
Nice.
John Schaefer was on there a few times just because how much he does in the trail community. You don't have to do crazy big races and finish strong to be noticed. So.
But he still has some strong finishes too.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't, but in my eyes, he stands out as always giving back, Yeah,
absolutely. You gotta give and receive, Eric.
That's what I try to do here. I give you, I give and give, and you didn't even mention me in any of the comments. I don't really understand.
I voted for you.
All right. Thanks, Grayce. You're the best.
Welcome. Did you vote for me? You didn't even vote for me.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. You should have sent me a message and reminded me to vote for you. I don't think that way.
You don't think about me. It's fine.
All right. Here, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to think about you.
Every day.
Every day of 2025.
That's scary. No, don't do that. You will hate me very soon.
I'm going to send you a positive affirmation every day. Gosh. Homemade from this guy, and you have to read it.
We'll see how long this lasts. Yeah. Let's vote on how long this is going to last. I'm going to go with just 4 days.
Just do me a favor. Remind me. Wait.
Every day?
Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So remind me tomorrow night to do it for January 1st.
No, I'm not doing that. This is work for me. You just assigned me a new task. I'm not doing that.
All right. No new task for you. You've done plenty for this show.
Oh, gosh.
It was amazing. That was an amazing set of questions. I think it covers a lot. Hopefully we can mix it up next year and maybe add a few, maybe take away a few, maybe more people will fill the freaking form out.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on all that.
It's fine.
Everything's fine. We're happy here.
We did have a comment come in through the live chat. This is a live show. If you ever get a chance, 7:30 Eastern time on Mondays. We stream live so that we can get your comments live because they're fun. And Kaylee reminded us last episode, y'all said Eric would tell us what jingles his bells this week. So, Eric, what jingles your bells?
Grayce, everybody that's tuned in right now jingles my bells.
They're all going to leave. They all just left.
Because right now we have a large number of live viewers comparatively to shows in the past. And it fluctuates depending on who we have on or the night of the week. We're not asking. I get it. Live shows are kind of being, everybody wants to listen to podcasts on their own time. So
we're trying to figure out the algorithms too, to get it in front of people. So
yeah, but I think it's pretty cool. We have so many people tuned in for this last episode of 2024. Mm-hmm. As we step away from this year, I want you guys to all think about and maybe even answer next show or whatever is one thing you'd like to leave behind and one thing in 2025 that you are looking forward to.
Ooh, I like those. One thing you want to leave behind, one thing you're looking forward to.
Wait, me?
No, I'm just repeating it for people.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No. You're going to answer it next week, right?
One thing I'm leaving behind in 2024 and one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. Just remind me.
Okay.
Everyone. And I'm going to do the same to you.
Okay. I got to write it down. Hold on. I'm writing it down. So, 2025 is coming. Are we going to talk about goals, 2025 goals next time?
No, we're going to do it this time.
All right.
I want to hear everybody's goals for 2025 right now. If you have one, let's spit it out on the comments. If you don't have one, we're going to ask you next week, and you should be tuning in again so that we can put you on the spot.
You got that to look forward to be put on the spot.
This is the last show of 2024.
People hate that, by the way.
This is episode 96. We have 97, 98, 99, 100.
Math is hard.
4 episodes from now will be our 100th episode. So that means that the end of January will be our 100th episode. But I don't know where tangent I'm trying to go on with that, but that's what's happening here.
No idea. What's your goal for 2025?
My goal for 2025 is to be nicer to you.
Oh, I love this one.
Yeah. And it's going to start with the January 1st affirmation.
Do I have to remind you to be nicer to me?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, do that when you say send the affirmation and be nicer to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that's a good point. The 100th episode will be right after the idiot race.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that.
Okay, we can talk. Don't tell these people your secrets.
I'm not telling them anything.
All right. What was the question? I think you asked me what my goal was for 2025?
Yeah.
My goal for 2025 is to go sub 24 hours at Eastern States.
Ooh, nice goal.
Again, and it's not just sub 24. I think my last time was like 23:57 or 58. So I want to beat that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whew. That is a solid goal.
I mean, I know. I wish the race was like next weekend because I'm feeling it right now, but I have 8 months to hopefully keep feeling it. I'd like to keep feeling fire. I just want to hold on to what I got right now.
Yeah.
And keep it and put it in a little bottle.
Yeah.
And drink it and eat it with a spoon. So hopefully that I can hold on to that.
Okay. I love it. It's a good one.
What about you? You want to spill your goal for 2025? It's not supposed to start like that. You're supposed to be excited. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you.
But I can. I totally can. So 2025 is going to be the year of the 100K. Year of the 100K. So I'm going to start with Bandera 100K that I'm super excited about. It's on my birthday. Going back to the Duck 100K. I keep going back to this race. Oh my gosh. Glutton for punishment. And I signed up for the World's End 100K.
Yeah, you did.
I did. And I'm very nervous about this. And you know why? It's because I have DNF'd it 3 times. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've figured some things out, including some health stuff. And so I'm hoping this is the time I can sneak in 18 hours and 59 minutes. We'll see.
I think you're going to have support to get it done.
Yeah. And I just signed up for Ironstone 100K because registration just opened up.
What in the heck?
It's the year of the 100K. I'm telling you, I'm super stoked to just run a bunch of 100Ks, to not feel pressured to, oh my gosh, should I do a 100-miler or a 200-miler? Or, I feel like you kind of go up and up in mileage and then you just kind of, what do you do next? You know what I mean? So I'm super excited to just kind of knock out some 100Ks this year. And I should finish, at least half of them. And then I am very excited, and I'm putting a lot into my 3rd attempt at the Horseshoe Trail self-supported FKT, which I am very excited about. Again, there's some things that I figured out. There's some things that I've learned. And I, really learning about the FKT world, especially the self-supported and unsupported world, sometimes it takes a few tries. So I'm going back. I'm going back for some
Suffering.
unfinished business. It's
That's
the
the best.
unfinished business year.
I mean, that's the best part about FKTs, fastest known times type stuff is you can try, then you can try again, then you can try again and again and again. So, I mean, you can do that in racing too, but that's going to cost you a little bit more money to keep trying. But
I don't know. I'm just dumping money into the Horseshoe Trail at this point because I bought myself a very, very ultra. I got myself a Hyperlight backpack, which is not cheap. So I am dumping money into it at this point, but it's fine. And so I'm turning 42 in January. And 42, for those of you who understand Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And so I choose a theme for every year. I don't know if everybody does it, but I choose either a word or a phrase or something that motivates me every year. And last year it was there were some things that I needed to redo in my world because I started a new job. I had to do some things over, and I did. And I felt really good about that. One year it was relentless forward progress. So I've had different themes. One year was push. So this coming year, in the spirit of turning 42, my theme is don't panic. That's it.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to try to just not panic. I'm going to keep on trying to work hard and have fun and not panic.
I'm in it for the long run.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Just so I know, like, there's no need to rush.
Yeah.
We got time.
Yep.
Just a reminder.
Yeah. I think, I think this is good. Everybody is coming out of this episode with homework, just so you know. So first, you have one thing you're leaving behind. Second, you have one thing you're looking forward to. Also, I want to know what's your word or what's your theme for the upcoming year.
Nice.
What's your word? What's your theme? I'm excited. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's your assignment, and we'll get back to you next week as Professor Grayce.
Yep.
I'm
going to grade them all.
Hits us with a ruler. Yeah.
I love that we are continuing on with this little podcast.
Oh, I mean, it's not really anybody's choice at this point.
It's not. We're having a good time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for everybody joining in. I hope you had a phenomenal 2024, but I truly hope you have a more phenomenal 2025. It's a time for us to erase everything bad and think about everything good and start over and do better. And resolutions don't work. So just focus on one day at a time and set yourself goals that are reachable and set yourself goals that maybe not are reachable, because those are the ones where we truly test our limits. Yeah. I love you all. I thank you for being a part of our show. And I don't know about you, but Grayce, but I guess I'll see everybody in 2025.
We will see them all next year. Same place, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern every Monday, and also on all of your podcast players. And share stuff and like stuff and comment on all this stuff, because we want to bring the good, positive stuff to more peeps, because we just got each other, we just got each other, and the races are fun and the goals are fun and all that, but we just got each other at the end of it. And we just got to reach out to somebody and, tell them you love them and go to Strava and then tell them they had a good run, like something, and
then tell them to watch the Running Mullet.
Yeah. And then tell Eric that his beard is just fine the way it is.
All right. I guess that's enough sappiness for the end of this show. All right. See everybody next week at 7:30 for episode 97. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but the rhyme is going to be heaven. And that's the only thing that rhymes with 7. So that's what you're going to get. And it'll be an amazing show for the first one of the new year. So happy New Year. I blow my tootie horn to you tomorrow, and
I also blow my tootie horn to you. That's the quote of the year. That was the best moment of the year, was I blow my tootie horn to you. You're welcome for that. May you, many blessings upon you, and I blow my tootie horn to you.
And we're
Thanks,
at that. We're
everybody.
going to end this year. So goodbye and good riddance. Take us out, Grayce.
Bye.